Alright, what's going on, everybody? So today, I decided to launch a new style of, or a new style of video. Well, that style of video is not new to anyone, but it's the first time I'm doing it on this channel. So, today what I have for you guys is an article titled Belgian farmer accidentally redraws a country's border by moving stone blocking his tractor. Okay, well, I've got no idea how this can happen, but let's read the article. For the last 200 years, the stone marked the Franco-Belgian border in accordance with an 1820 treaty. So here's the stone. Historic stone dates back to 1819 when it was originally put in place. A Belgian farmer accidentally encroached on the country of France recently when he moved a hefty stone out of the way of his tractor and inadvertently grew his country's border by 7.5 feet. Woohoo! He grew Belgium by 7.5 feet. What a large gain put put forth by one man. According to the Daily Mail, the farmer's mistake only became clear when a local history buff noticed that the 300-pound historic stone, which has marked Belgium's border with her since 1819, was out of place while out for one of his routine walks. So some history buff was just walking around this guy's property or around the border of France and Belgium, and just noticed that this stone was 7.5 feet cut into France, and that now belongs to Belgium. The stone served to separate the Belgian border of. Oh, I'm not even going to attempt that. Which is inhabited by about 10,000 locals, and the commune of Bouzanis sur le Roc. I most likely butchered that. If I did, tell me in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. Seriously. Anyways, and that's in the Nord region of northern France. So, okay. So it was the Nords. So it was interfering with the with the French Nords. He made Belgium bigger and France smaller. It's not a good idea, said Mayor David Laveau, I'm guessing. I was happy. Oh, also, if I butchered his name, also tell me in the comments below. I was happy my town was bigger, but the mayor of the French town didn't agree. And this is the Belgian village. Looks like they got a church with a nice steeple. And yeah, the border between modern-day Belgium and France spans 390 miles and was first designated in 1819. The stone is just as old, and it officially established the Franco-Belgian border in 1820, according to the Treaty of Cord. I, I don't know. Like I'm definitely mispronouncing these names. which was signed 5 years after the French military leader Napoleon was defeated in the Battle of Waterloo. Now that's a name that I'm familiar with. It's easy to understand why the farmer made his mistake, however, as the borders between the countries aren't exactly easy to spot. No kidding, they're marked by a stone. That's because ever since 1995, both nations have been part of the Schengen zone, an area of 26 countries that officially abolishes all types of border control at their mutual borders. Well, then no wonder. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, no wonder it's easy to mistake this. Or no wonder it's easy to go over the borders. The zone was established in 1985 and was originally a joint effort on behalf of France and Germany in order to streamline the passage of people and goods between their borders. Its name comes from the small town of Schengen in Luxembourg, where France, Germany, Belgium, Luxembourg, and the Netherlands signed the agreement. According to the European Commission, pardon me, this has since led to the free movement of more than 400 million European citizens who can travel, work, and live in a European country without restrictive visas or bureaucratic formalities. Good. The world needs less bureaucracies. Like, my gosh. If there's one thing that's absolutely atrocious in this world, it's bureaucracies. Gosh, they're so inefficient. Good for you. Good for you, all those. Good for you, all you. Good for those countries getting rid of one more bureaucracy that does not need to exist. And this is a photo of authorities are urging the farmer to return the stone to its original spot or face criminal charges. Oh, no wonder. But as innocent though the farmer's actions might seem, incidents like this are actually fertile ground for military conflict. Wow, that's quite going to 11, I think. I mean, they're talking about a you're talking about people being allowed to go freely from one country to another without the need for visas to military conflict because someone accidentally moved a stone. Well, I mean, I get it that you are moving, that you are adjusting the country's borders, countries' borders, and yeah, I can understand how that would be frustrating. I mean, if say Mexico or Canada tried to move the U.S. border to an area that would encroach on U.S. land, I don't think us U.S. citizens would be very pleased about that, and I'd say that would probably go the other way. But, uh, anyways, following World War I, for example, a violent altercation between Bulgaria and Greece broke out when a Greek soldier was shot for crossing into Bulgaria to retrieve his dog. Oh, oh man. Fortunately, the mayors involved in this border conflict, or fortunately for the mayors involved in this border conflict, gosh darn it, they have both taken things in stride. We should be able to avoid a new border war, joked joked at the mayor of the French town. I'm sorry. I'm not in tune with my French. I actually took 8th grade Spanish when I was in school, I can't. I just don't know how to pronounce this name. As it stands, local Belgian authorities have been ordered to contact the farmer and ask him to put the historic stone back where he found it. The farmer won't face any legalities for his mistake so long as he complies. But if he doesn't, then the farmer will face a hefty fine. In his case, will go to the Belgian Foreign Ministry and require the assembly of the Franco-Belgian Border Commission, who hasn't been summoned since 1930, in order to determine the exact border lines between the countries. Oh. If he shows goodwill, he won't have a problem, said Mayor Laveau. We will settle this issue amicably. Okay, so, note to self, do not move any French or Belgian stones or border stones that come from anywhere else in that region. Well, I've got to be honest, I don't really. Well, they do have an agreement state that they are anti-border, but moving it, but accidentally moving a stone, I can, I can kind of see how he would make that mistake, how the farmer could make that mistake. But on the other hand, he's the one living there, and I'm living over here. Okay, so that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and leave a like and share it. Leave a comment down below, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. Get out of here.